So I've got that bit.
Ready?
Yeah, whenever you are.
Welcome back to another haul video. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
But
we apologise.
No, we've been busy having a baby and stuff. I don't know, have we done a haul since we had a baby?
Yeah, we have done one since then.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Okay.
I might be wrong.
I may edit that bit out.
Anyway, I've been and done a massive charity shop today.
Mm-hmm.
There's some days you go to the charity shop, there's nothing,
Nope.
or you find one thing, or loads of really good stuff, but it's massively overpriced. But today, I have struck gold.
So you tell me.
I have. Pure.
I haven't really seen much of these, to be honest. I was at work and
I was hitting the charity shops to the extent that the buggy was overloaded and I had to walk uphill about 1.5 miles to get back to the car to put everything in the boot of the car.
But then I get frantic text messages saying, "Oh, I've got an amazing haul." So I haven't really seen them. So
You'll get the story then of my trip around the charity shops. And this was the charity shops of Gillingham.
Oh, whichever it is.
It's the one in Kent. I'm not sure.
I don't know. It's stupid having two places that have spelled exactly the same way.
But weren't they arguing about it on the radio
They
the other day as well?
They were, and they just said, "Let them sort it. Let them sort it out."
It was
down in Kent, anyway.
Near Chatham. It's
Near
near Chatham.
yeah,
But Chatham's charity
Medway,
shop.
yeah.
Chatham's charity shops are rubbish.
Right.
They're massively overpriced compared to Gillingham.
Okay, Gillingham.
They were too busy concentrating on how to
Somebody
say
will correct us
anyway,
if they even bother.
Now, I can't remember all the shop names,
No.
which is a bit poor, but never
Well,
mind. I remember the important ones. We'll
okay,
get to the important
okay,
ones. So,
right.
we started off in a shop,
Yep.
and I had a rummage round, and I came across... Dun, dun, dun. But I've just realised though, I think this is actually the one we've got already. Deluxe. I hadn't
We
noticed
have
it
a
was-
deluxe one, yeah.
Yeah,
But do we have that one with that woman on the
I
front?
don't know. I need to check.
Because there's the interesting thing about Mastermind. It's had many,
Incarnations.
like most of the games have, or to be like most vintage games have had. They've had different covers
I
over
now
time.
think, looking at it, I think ours had a Chinese one.
Yeah,
on the
I think
front
I think we've got. I think the woman is different. The man is the same, possibly.
But I'm now...
Oh, I
No,
don't
the
know.
man is the same. You see, I have written about Deluxe Mastermind on Penny Plays before.
Yeah, right. So
I thought I bought Mastermind today, and it's literally only now because the Deluxe on the thing is
It's a bit
really
faded.
faded. It's really faded
Yeah,
on that
yeah,
side.
yeah.
The other side,
deluxe.
not so faded, but still. Anyway,
So
the box, the man is often the same,
Yeah.
but the woman, there's been several different incarnations of the woman on different boxes.
now, which was the one that they recently had a
It
reunion?
was the Chinese woman
Right.
and the man had a reunion and did it.
Yeah.
And
So that's like
he's hardly changed at all. Sorry to say she's aged a little bit.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
kind of not. But I suppose he was quite old to start with,
yeah.
to be fair.
Yeah.
But I also remember reading, there's loads of stories about the women in the pictures. Now, this is a woman of, I'm guessing, Indian descent because she's wearing a sari.
Yes,
And she's got a bindi on her forehead. But
that's what it's called. I was then about to say something else, and just to say, and then thought against it because I didn't want to offend.
It's a bindi on her forehead,
thank
I
you,
believe.
that's it, yeah.
Anyway, so that's Deluxe Mastermind. I paid a whole £1 for that, but I don't remember what the charity shop was, which is really bad. But still, but in the same charity shop, I'm going to pass stuff over to
Okay,
you.
I'm putting them down.
This one's really heavy.
Oh right.
Question of Sport.
Wow. With
Emlyn Hughes.
With Emlyn Hughes.
And Bill Beaumont.
Bill Beaumont. Yeah.
There we go.
And presenter. Oh, here we go. Who's the
I
presenter?
can't remember what it's
Yeah, that famous catchphrase, which would be marvellous.
David Coleman.
That's it, David Coleman.
David Coleman. Now this weighs an absolute
Yeah.
flipping
Why does it weigh
ton.
so much? Because it's good. Okay.
I don't know. 1986, anyway. But A Question of Sport is no longer only on the telly. It is now in a box for you to play
Right.
anytime at home.
This is a very British game. I don't know whether there is, if there is anyone in America, whoever will bother watching this, but there is.
So this has answered my question, though. I bought these in Scope.
Scope,
because this
okay.
one's got a Scope sticker on.
So Question of Sport is basically a TV show which is still going to this day.
It
Has
is.
different presenters now, obviously, and different team captains. But they...
It's a comedy look at sport,
Yeah,
shall we
and
say.
actually, if you don't like sport, it's actually
It's
quite
alright
good.
to watch. Yeah.
because
I will say
it's
that.
quite. I've always liked. I'm not a great fan of sport of any kind,
Problem's
really.
going to be that we have to remember who was famous in sport in 1986.
Yeah, that's kind of
Daley
yeah.
Thompson, maybe.
Yeah, Abzola Bud.
Yeah, possibly.
That's two runners for you.
Daily Thompson was the '84 Olympics.
Oh,
wasn't
Nigel Mansell, that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
Yep,
that
yep.
kind of thing. Anyway, so that was Scope, and
Okay.
I came out there and I thought, that's not bad.
Yep.
Not bad for a
Okay.
charity shop. So I went
Okay.
in a couple more,
Yeah.
didn't find anything. Then I went into Oxfam.
Right. You see, Oxfam,
Normally overpriced.
they're normally really, because they have people who know what they're doing
But
in there.
I
so
once found some gems in an Oxfam in St Albans.
Okay.
Lego gems, really cheaply priced,
Right.
vintage Lego in
Okay.
boxes, the whole thing. So I went in, and towards the back of the shop there was a low down unit, like in the middle,
Yep.
which had got games on. So I bent down and went, oh, I spot some MB logos, which are always good.
Yeah.
So game number one. This is really noisy.
Oh, it's got
Stay
marbles
alive.
in it. That's why.
Stay alive. Now
Stay alive. You
I'm
see this?
not
you see-
familiar with this.
Well, I am, because I know I was least surprised because I've already seen this one, and
we played this.
we
Before.
we played it just briefly to see, for nostalgia. I used to play this one as a kid, and we used to go to my auntie's house, and she used to get this game out, and we used to play it a lot. So I don't know what we're gonna. I'm assuming we're gonna keep this one
Possibly.
because I quite
Okay,
like it
possibly,
for nostalgia.
possibly. But anyway, I was just attracted by the MB logos,
Yeah,
to be honest
yeah,
with you.
yeah.
And the price.
99p.
£99.
Wow. Okay.
Absolute bargain.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
There is, we think, one ball missing in this and has been replaced with another ball of
Yeah,
a different colour
yeah.
that's similar size. But that's not the end of the world for 99p.
No.
But so that one will feature on
Penny.
Plays very soon.
Hang on. Penny
Very
plays.
So that was number one with the MB logo on.
Okay.
Number two with the MB logo is a pretty common one, but an
Oh.
old version.
Right, Battleship.
Battleships.
The non-electronic version, the original version.
Wow, I've never played an electronic version. Other than on the computer
Yeah,
itself.
I've played. I played it once. My friend had it. My friend who had all the cool stuff. Two doors down, he had the electronic version, but
But this is,
Is it-
I believe, a
oh, it's still sealed,
1975 version. This I haven't unsealed this from the charity shop yet. The box has obviously seen a lot of
Yeah.
wear.
seen
It's-
better days.
But that's quite an old
Yeah.
retro cover on it as well. That
Great hairstyle.
well, it's 70s, isn't it? What did I say? 75. So. Yeah, but I just still love the exciting naval strategy game. Where's this?
But there's no stress.
I suppose there's strategy in the way you guess and how you make your guesses.
Yeah.
You don't randomly go, oh, A1, then.
But as a comedian who I forget what said, it kind of teaches you nothing. All it teaches you is to randomly fire at things and hoping you'll hit something.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not. It's
Still,
it's a
99p
yeah
again.
yeah. It's quite heavy.
99p. I know, it is.
Yeah, I forget.
We'll check that
how
one
heavy
out.
those are.
Now, again, third one with the MB logo. This isn't one I'm familiar with at
No,
all.
me neither. Actually,
Wizword.
I've not
Bit of a random title as
seen
well.
that one. Yeah.
Now, I don't normally go for wordy games.
Word
We don't really
games.
go for quite so many
No.
wordy games. We've got a few in the pile, but so challenge each other to solve word scrambles. Can you be first with the solution? Hit the button and leave your opponent in a confusion of letters. But be
Right.
clever. Next time he may turn the tables on you.
Ah.
So I don't know if this is like a conundrum type thing or
Oh, I
what
don't know.
really. Really don't know. So we will investigate that one.
Yeah.
But again, 99p.
99p.
Oh, hang on, this one
Oh,
actually.
oh.
This
Oh,
one
hang on.
isn't sealed.
Oh! Look at this.
Here we go.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh,
now have we
hang
got all
on.
the letters?
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this might be a problem. This
Oh, no, there's letters in the
There we
bottom.
go. Oh, okay. There's lots
There's
of little.
letters, including
Oh, umlauts as well. German.
umlauts.
So we've got lots of little German.
Oh,
lots
these
of
are all
German.
plastic.
Lots of little letters. But yes, so it's.
And these are plastic letters.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Oh, heck. So I think we need to somehow... I don't know what we need to do with
And
this.
they're double-sided.
And
So
luckily...
you're
the
supposed to stick them in
instruction-
this. these little.
Oh,
these little
it's gonna take
plastic.
a little while.
So I think that spins. So
Something
I think
happens.
you kind of.
Do we spin it? As in, does the player spin it?
No, I think.
Oh, it
'Cause
says
it-
rubber band running under...
Yeah,
Oh, it might be one that needs a bit of fixing.
we might need to. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
there's
no,
a
it's still
band.
got a band on it. It still
It's a
looks.
little perished.
Yeah.
Careful, there's a card
Oh.
in that one somewhere.
Oh
What's
yeah, yeah.
that?
At least, but okay.
We will investigate that one
Yeah,
further
yeah,
and
that's-
watch out for that appearing
Yeah.
at some point.
Okay. Yeah, we'll.
So that was
It's always
Wizword.
exciting to have something a bit mechanical in a game.
So, I can't put the box lid back on now.
That's all out.
Okay, there we go. Right, so at this point, right, I've been kind of bent down picking these up, and I kind of got 3 games piled up in my arm.
Right.
And I'm pushing the buggy and trying to steer it round the end of this unit at the back of this Oxfam shop to then go and look on the other side of the unit. And as I'm doing this, I hear this voice go, "What are you looking for?" And I went, vintage board games, anything that might be MB or, Waddingtons or something like that.
Right.
I'll have a look for you in the back.
Oh, right.
Oh, no.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
Bit shady.
It sounds a little bit dodgy, doesn't it? So anyway, I'm there then looking at another unit of games, and there wasn't so much on there. There was some game about a hedgehog, which I wasn't so fussed about.
Okay.
I did find that Canasta, which is a card game, and I think my mum and dad had this set, actually.
Right.
They certainly had some things from the Waddingtons card game series. I remember that.
Okay.
The card game of Colour and Excitement from Latin America for 4 players. I'll be honest, I can't quite remember how you play Canasta, but I think my mum played. She'll beat us at it.
Yeah, she's probably very good at it.
Including Learn to Win guidebook. So we'll steal the guidebook, read that, and then play
and still lose.
Okay, right. 99p. So I'm busy looking at this, and this bloke comes out the back and he went, "Well, if you like vintage stuff, have you seen what I've got over there?" And I went, okay. And he points to the back wall of the shop, and I'd walked past this, and I feel really bad now that I had walked past this. But he's got a game up on the back wall.
Right.
But this wasn't like an MB logo or a Waddington's logo.
Right.
No. This game has on it
Blimey, look at this.
a Ford logo, like the car company.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, and he went, "I've never seen anything like this before."
No.
So this is
Agri
Hazard. The agri meaning agricultural.
Yes, rather than angry hazard.
An exciting and instructive farm game
Right.
for 2 to 6 players.
So, okay.
Now, I've done a bit of research on this one.
Okay.
Because I kind of needed to. And from what I gather, this was produced in 1973 by Ford Tractors.
Right, okay.
So the car company as we know them now, but the tractor division. And it was sold by the tractor division in their tractor showrooms to farmers who wanted to play the game.
Right.
Which does sound a little bit random, I admit. I mean, on the front cover, you have got a picture of a vintage-style Ford tractor. I don't think that's what they were selling in 1973, was it?
Oh, it might have been.
I don't know.
It could have been.
I'm not really up on my tractor thing, but
I should be.
Coming from the country.
Yeah, come on.
But it does say on the cover, though, on the little Oxfam sticker, "No shaker, not original bullock."
Right.
And I went, okay. And the man was like, "It hasn't got the original bullock in it." And I'm like, "It's $1.99. I don't really care." So now the research I've done on this, when you sort of Google it, you get the great stuff on Board Game Geek, of course. Where you always find out about board games. But then I also got a load of stuff on a farming forum, which was a load of people on Boxing Day 2015 talking about how they all got this out on Christmas Day to play with the family. Now it seems loads of farmers have got this tucked away in their lofts or family game cupboards. And there was one farmer getting very excited, or one farming family member, about how they'd had their kids back for Christmas, like 20-odd-year-olds, and they'd all been playing this. And loads of other people then chipped in, "Oh, I didn't think anyone else would know this game. We've got this game too." And it kind of, I think the very first post was someone saying, "We've got it out to play and we're missing some cards. Has anyone got any spares?"
Right.
Now, the mind boggles when you look at this, and I think this is going to come up as a whole separate review. Yeah. It's a bit like Monopoly, but in farming sense. So you've got a board with obviously squares around the end, and you've got various farms. And people have to go around, if they land on a farm, they can buy a farm. Then on their farm, they can grow crops or have livestock, I believe.
Okay.
And if people land on your farm, they have to pay you, I think, for trespassing or something. But also then on the final, you kind of go around 3 sides of the board doing that, and then on the final side there's something about going to market, and it's all about market prices fluctuating and how much money you get. And so this is going to take some understanding, I think. There's some intriguing bits and pieces in here. We've got these little tractor tokens, and apparently there's supposed to be 50 of these. I have to admit I've not counted them. We are missing, as the label says, the original bullock, but we have got, there are, I believe, 5 sheep and 5 cows in this bag.
They're like little
these are just little things, and I think these go on farms depending on what livestock you've got on your farm. And there's lots of money.
I suppose you're going to need a bullock, aren't you, if you've got lots of cows.
That's the way it goes. And there's like cards for the properties, the farms and everything, and they've got on them things like, you know, the size of the farm in acres, the price, then the yield in terms of beets,
very
beans,
much like
wheat,
Monopoly,
Swedes, but also grazing capacity for how many dairy or sheep they can
so,
graze.
Yeah.
And
so it is very much like Monopoly
it's
in that
farming
respect.
Monopoly.
Yeah, because you get market reports, and you know, with like.
Well, hang on, no, that's not one of the market reports at the back. There's
Oh,
two things in that part.
Right.
Half of it's the market reports.
Yes.
And the other half are the agri-hazard cards.
So agri-hazard,
which is a bit like, I think, chance or community chest if you're putting it back to the Monopoly.
So market reports, you have like £500 bonus on Swedes, and then the agri-hazards, you have things like favourable price review. Take one more throw. Take one more throw.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Yeah.
There's also cards about foot and mouth and losing all your livestock and stuff like that.
It seems pretty harrowing.
So it is a bit random. You've also got banknotes that go up from £5 up to £50,000 as well.
One for the Irish.
What's that?
Sorry.
Potato blight. Right. So anyway, we will play this one because I am somewhat intrigued, and the Ford Tractor division making a board game. It's random as.
Well, I suppose it's not
a promotional.
Yeah, I suppose if you're, you know, you kind of, it's that thing where, you always, like any car dealership, they generally have little things that you can buy.
I suppose, like an umbrella.
Yeah, like an umbrella, and I suppose, you know, you
Travel
can get.
suites.
Yeah, so there's.
I don't know. Maybe a lot of farmers in the 70s played board games.
Yes, I haven't seen board games. You know, I haven't seen the Skoda board game.
But then again, remember when we did the cooking game? That had loads of commercial stuff, but that was 80s, I suppose. But as I say, this I believe is 1973. So, but we will play this one and kind of look into it a bit more on the blog because it is kind of it's random, really. And we got two sets of the rules.
Two sets of rules. They're not in different languages, or anything?
No. They're all in English. I checked. They're absolutely identical, those.
Right then.
So, at that point, I'm pretty excited. And then my new best friend...
It was about that point I think I got the text message.
No.
Oh, was it not?
I was too busy at that point. And then, at that point, my new best friend in the Oxfam shop went back into the back room and went, "How much is that Avengers game then?" And I went, "Sorry, what was that? What's that?" And
was he from Yorkshire, this guy?
I don't know where it's from. I'm rubbish at accents. Anyway, so the bloke then appears.
How can he be rubbish at Yorkshire accent?
Well, I get a Yorkshire accent. He wasn't from Yorkshire.
Oh, I see.
I don't know where he was from. Anyway, I could hear him talking in the back, and he kept saying this word Avengers Game. And obviously I'm thinking about like modern day Avengers.
Yeah, like the Marvel.
But I said to him,
Avengers,
vintage. And then he went, "We've got another game, but it's a bit pricey." And I was like, "Oh, Oxfam, this could be a bit much." And he came out and he went, "This one's a £5." And I went,
"Oh, £5? Okay."
£5.
That's the top end of what we'd normally pay. The new Avengers. Look at that, with Steed as well. Hey, look at him. And Joanne Lumley.
Yes, Purdy. So this...
And I forget the...
No,
I forget
anyway,
the character.
But this. So this, first of all, I was quite excited to see it. Secondly, I was able to then engage the guy in conversation by going, "Oh, Dennis Fisher, they produced a board game," because I told him what we do on Penny Plays. I said, "Oh, they produce a board game that I reviewed recently," and I ended up having a conversation about Miss UK because it's the same game publisher. Yeah. In that case,
one thing, if there are any American viewers, then this is the original Avengers, not the
remake
Disney one. This is not the same Avengers.
Right, so this though, so I was just quite excited at this, and I went, "Oh, is it all there?" And he was like, yeah, we've been trying to sell it on eBay, but it's not sold, so you can have it for £5. Thank you very much, I said. I'll take that.
Radio.
So this is, we've got rules in there and everything. Yeah. So from what I gather, there's like 4 different assignments that you have to do in the 4 corners of the board, and I think you have to kind of go in and out, and I haven't read all the rules yet. What is quite funky though, if you hold the board, is the spinner. So it's worth saying that on the Miss UK game, which is by the same publisher, just to go in terms of comparing things, on that one you put in the middle of the board a TV camera that you spin to get the numbers or whatever.
We haven't actually reviewed any of it. We haven't actually...
No, Miss UK is on the blog.
It's on the blog. We haven't done the video of that one.
No, we haven't done a video of that one, but it is on the blog. But this one, your spinner...
It's got top hat and
umbrella.
An umbrella.
And you spin that round to get your numbers.
Yep.
So that sits in the middle of the board. which is quite cool, really. And then you're playing pieces. I think it's the case that for each. Ooh, you've dropped the brolly.
Yeah, never mind.
Hang on, let's not stand on that. Where's it gone? There we go. Right, hold on to that. So, what you have got there is you've got 4 different colours of assignments, and for each assignment you have the 3 characters.
Can't hold it up a bit if I need to.
Here. So, like for the yellow assignment, so one of you will be. Is one of you each colour? I'm just trying to get my head around this.
I don't know. You got.
Yeah, it must be one of you's each colour, and then each colour is a different person. Each assignment is a different person, maybe? I don't know, actually, to be totally honest with you.
We haven't
worked it out. Anyway, we've got 4 colours, so there's green, there's ready orange, yellow, and blue.
It must be, you must be one of each character in the colours, yeah.
But then do all of one character play that?
Oh, I don't know, we haven't
worked it out yet. I will say that in the Miss UK game, if you read the review of that, it gets very confusing because you've got so many characters in that game and so many rounds and everything else. It'd be really interesting to see if this is similar in terms of the gameplay in any way and stuff. But looking into Dennis Fisher as a game publisher, they seem to have done quite a few games that tie in with TV programmes and stuff like that. So even a Jimmy Savile related topical
Anyway, yeah.
But still, so
moving on.
This one will definitely be reviewed very, very soon, though, because I'm quite looking forward to playing that one. So at this point, I was basically completely head over heels in love with the man in the Oxfam shop, and he went, "Oh, well, you know, if I get more in, I can keep them for you." And I'm like, "I'm not local."
It's a bit of a trek for us.
A bit of a trek to get all the way down there, but still, so that was great. And then there was one final shop I went in, which I think might have been British Heart Foundation, something like that. Every gift aid. No, it's not their stickers. I don't know. Anyway, I went in another one, and once again the MB logo jumped out at me. Yeah. And I haven't even got around to opening these yet.
This is the classic Game of Life.
Game of Life. Now, didn't I pick one of these up somewhere the other day?
You did, I think.
But I can't remember how much I paid for it.
No, and I think the one that we've got, because I swear the one we've got, the one you got previously, is a smaller box.
Actually, I think it was Go for Broke I picked up the other day.
You picked no, that as well.
Oh, I'm just
because I remember you saying, "Oh, we haven't really got the Game of Life," and then you've got it. But I think the one that we've got previously has got a smaller box.
I honestly can't remember now.
I know it's the Game of Life because I remember seeing this little and
I can't remember. Anyway, this is the version of the Game of Life that I remember having as a kid, with the little cars with the little pegs, and these are just pegs in pink and blue. Whereas I think some of the modern versions they're actually shaped like little people. They're like people-shaped pegs, whereas these are just pegs.
Just pegs with cars and and
bizarrely, I remember like the ramp sections in it and stuff like that.
And it's got, according to this, it's got the standard, the
MB Games
the standard
money
MB Games money,
But anyway, so at this point, I'm still quite excited because that was a whole £1.99.
£1.99, yeah. That's kind of about the prices we've been seeing about a lot of games.
But you say that when I went to Chatham, just down the road. They were trying to charge me £4.50 for stuff like this, which was really quite bizarre. And then the other one I got,
kind of game that I quite like. I've actually played that game maybe twice.
Right. Okay. And then the other one was Go for Broke. Now this I definitely picked up the other day.
Yes, definitely.
Because there was one piece missing, which I then went and ordered from someone on eBay, so I got the complete set, and it was one of the little hotels or houses or something was missing in that one. But this was 99p.
Yeah,
and half me now
ridiculous.
is cursing the fact that I spent more than 99p to buy the missing part for the other one. But still, Go for Broke. I mean, another classic, but 99p.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine if you're buying it as entertainment. 99p for an evening's family entertainment. Is
exactly,
really, is it?
It's Go for Broke is one of those odd games where it is incredibly hard. They make it incredibly hard to lose money.
Yeah.
But I think I remember being quite good at losing the money.
Well, I'm actually kind of looking forward to playing that again, and Game of Life, mainly because that's the one I remember from childhood.
Yep.
So basically, we did quite well.
You did.
Did I do all right in there?
Girl did good.
Quite pleased with that. But to say, I then went on to other charity shops, and they wanted like £4.50 for stuff.
That's kind of...
And stuff that when it was vintage games that I was unfamiliar with, when I looked them up on eBay to kind of work out whether or not these were fair prices, you know, if it was £4.50 in a charity shop and it's something that would cost you £10 on eBay, you go, oh, okay, I'll buy that. Whereas if it's £4.50 in a charity shop, you look it up and you can buy it for £3 on eBay.
Yeah,
you go, it's not really worthwhile.
To be honest, 3, 4, you're starting to push it with 4. I mean, 5, okay.
Well, the other day I did
on the
go
game.
out and buy some games because I found a game I've been looking for ages, which is the game Rat Race.
It's not to hand. So
it's not. It's on the shelf.
It's in storage.
It's in storage. But I will write about Rat Race and we will talk about Rat Race on a video.
Yeah, it's a game I'm not aware of, a game I'm not familiar with, I should say. But
it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. We will definitely do that one soon because fantastic game. But that I did pay a bit more for because I've been looking for it for ages.
Yeah.
But charity shops, their pricing's all over the shop at the moment.
Yeah.
Excuse the pun. Because when you're paying 99p for a big board game, it could be there's nothing in there, as in like loads of pieces of it.
You're taking a chance sometimes, especially when they seal them. Because that's... I wish they wouldn't do it. I know they have to in a way, but I wish they wouldn't.
But the thing is, this is where I find some charity shops, you'll go and you'll talk to the staff and you go, oh, is this all complete? Or they'll put a sticker on that says complete. Or like that farming game where they've said, not original bullock or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's really helpful. But it's like one thing I bought in a charity shop not so long ago, some Enchanted Forest game. I opened that up and there's supposed to be, I think, 12 plastic trees and there's only 3 in there. And it's like, why didn't you tell me?
And it's but you see the problem is, and we're finding is that because they're sealing them with sellotape. I know you can't really seal them any other way apart from putting elastic bands over them.
That's what they do on the farm game.
The sellotape is
it can damage the box as well, which is a bit annoying if you're going to be precious about your boxes, which I am sometimes.
Yeah.
But as I say, prices are all over the shop at the moment in charity shops for games. So it's kind of, you get some and they'll charge you next to nothing. You get others and they seem to want a king's ransom for them. Which is not always justified. So if you're going to go out, do your research, and if there's a specific game you're after and it's not easy to come about.
And it's a game you think, oh, actually, because I want that game, then yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some of these are kind of like we are experimenting a bit and putting a bit of faith in them. But then again, part of the fun, like with that Avengers one and the farming one. So, anyway.
The Avengers one, doesn't look like that's even been played. Or it's barely been played. The box is an incredibly good nick. So.
But there aren't many parts to that game as well, if you think about it. True. But I'm kind of now on the lookout for Dennis Fisher games because there's some interesting ones out there and Definitely. It's kind of, interesting doing that.
Yep.
So anyway, that's today's haul. Mm-hmm. We're hoping next bank holiday we might fit in a car boot or 2.
We might just do that.
And then we might be able to do a nice haul video for that.
That'd be nice.
But watch out for what we're hoping to do is some more videos actually talking about some of these games in depth as well. So fingers crossed we'll have some of those up for you soon.
Yep.
But until then, make sure you click like and subscribe down below if you want to see more of this kind of thing. If you've got any comments or if you remember any of these games or anything like that, if you've played Agri Hazard, please let us know about it.
Yeah, that would be great.
I'm intrigued. I really, really am. If you played Agri Hazard and you're not a farmer, I really want to hear about it. Because
if you played the new Avengers and you like the game or whatever, that'd be. I'm very surprised actually that those games ever existed. And
there's board games about everything I'm discovering.
There is,
Again, doing my research about the Agri Hazard one, I came up with some stuff about a game basically about being a Jehovah's Witness and going house to house. Very strange. Not sure I'll ever be able to play that one.
No,
it required you to know a lot of Bible stuff.
Right.
Not really my cup of tea.
Not really. No, not really a thing.
But anyway, so we better go and play some of these games
Indeed.
so we can talk to you about them. Okay. So until then,
see ya.
Bye.